Alright guys, it's the end of yet another extremely busy weekend, and I really am kind of disappointed in the amount of footage I got. I still haven't actually reviewed all of my footage to see what I have and what I don't have, but it was just a really overwhelming, hard weekend for me. I was just feeling really exhausted and overwhelmed, especially towards the end of it yesterday. I had to make 2 trips to Lowe's, which I had intended on not leaving my house at all this weekend. So I went from like plans of having both weekend days like to myself to get things done, to all of a sudden having to run errands both weekend days in the morning, and then coming home and actually having to do all the stuff that I still had to do. So I was just like really run down yesterday after I had gotten done canning my vegetable soup and making dinner. I was just out of it. And so that carried through to today. I haven't had the best day. I'm so tired. I went to work and it was so hard to drag myself out of bed. And then I had a doctor's appointment after work. So I came home and I'm getting ready to start on my chores. But I like walked in the house and I was like, oh my gosh, there's flies everywhere. Like I was just watching Jess from Roots and Refuge, and she was talking about all of her fly issues right now, and I was like, well, she's in South Carolina, like I'm sure that the heat is really killing it over there. And then I got home and it's all over here too in Ohio. So yeah, that's a little frustrating. And then I'm just getting ready to check on it looks like Michael already checked my vegetable soup canning project from yesterday. You can see that the fat is kind of solidifying. I guess that's normal. I've never canned soup before. I've never canned like a meal, like a quick convenience meal. So I'm really excited and thankful to have the ability to do that. And as long as it works correctly, hopefully that'll be a blessing to us in the winter when I just don't have the time or energy to think about cooking. And then the other exciting thing is I got home and Michael had told me that a package came from Carhartt, and I had ordered myself bibs, not yesterday. Oops, sorry. I ordered myself bibs, not yesterday, but sometime last week, I think on Friday. And they said they would be here Tuesday, but today's Monday. And so they got here early and I'm so excited. He was like, what do you need bibs for? Are you a gardener all of a sudden? And then he was like, because I've gotten him a pair of bibs, and I got him a pair from Tractor Supply. And something that I learned is that I think bibs have like a seasonal markup on them, or marked down, because in the summer I think they're a little bit less expensive, because I think I bought his for his birthday maybe, which is around Christmas time. And I remember them being like $50 or maybe a little bit more. And I think I spent 60 something on these Carhartt ones, and I was like, I'll have to get you a pair of Carhartt ones too so we can match. But I will link, I'll have to show you guys in the mirror. They're definitely overalls, and they're definitely more of a work style. Let's go in Ashlyn's room because she has the only full house. Okay, these are my don't mind my mirror, it's so dirty. It's Ashlyn's mirror. But these are what they look like. I'm so excited. They have so much room in the front and in the back. Very comfortable, extremely stretchy, and they're pretty oversized. Actually, to be honest with you, I think they're probably more of a true to size situation, but on me, they are a little oversized. And I think I ordered a little bit of a size too big. But I would rather have more room than not enough and have them be tight, because who wants to work in tight clothes? And the exciting thing about this for me is that when it's not too cold, when it's not cold enough to wear like my insulated bibs, but it's a little too chilly to wear just jeans, I can throw a pair of leggings on under these and not have any issues putting them on. So I don't know if you are like a full figured woman like me. My lower half is a little bigger than my upper half, and so it's hard sometimes putting on jeans because they won't go past a certain point, even though I know they would fit my waist. So these are really good form-fitting bibs, and they are not a true, they're more like boot cut. They're not a true flare but they're not completely straight or skinny. Definitely not skinny, but they're a comfortable fit. So I'll link these down below in case anyone's interested. Any of my 5 viewers. But anyway, so I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna see if I can harvest some more corn smut. I'm gonna see if we have any more on our corn. I'd like to try and get it before it spores, and then I think I might do something with that, maybe for like breakfast or something that we can warm up and Michael and I can try it for the first time. And then I need to harvest some tomatoes before they blow up, and I also need to start tying my tomatoes up. And that reminds me, I have to go get tomato string. And then once I'm done outside, and I gotta take these off because it's way too hot to wear these right now. And once I come back inside, I have to tidy up a little bit. I need to do the dishes, and I'm gonna try and get rid of all these flies. I need to set a fly trap out, and I need to also put my vegetable soup up and label that, and I need to organize the rest of my pantry. And I don't know what I'm going to actually get to because I really don't, like, I'm motivated and excited because I got these overalls. But I'm going to go outside and it's going to be hot and I'm going to get exhausted again, and I just really don't know how much I'm going to accomplish. I feel kind of achy. I don't know if I was like coming down with something and then like running myself ragged this weekend. Maybe I like really overexerted my energy or something, but I really don't really feel right today. So I'm going to try not to really overdo it, but I need to tie up tomatoes while I can, while it's not raining. And if the garden is dry enough, I might try and till up some of the land, put some rabbit manure on it, and plant my fall starter plants that I bought. But that might be something for another day, and I need to look at the forecast this week. So this is kind of like the end of my last vlog, but also the beginning of my new one. So if you are still here from the weekend, then I don't know how I'm gonna edit this, so I don't know if this will even be used. But if you're still here from the weekend, then, you know, thanks for sticking it out, because this was probably a long video with not a ton of footage that was really like of anything that I actually did. But if you are new and you're new to this new vlog, then hello and good afternoon. It is Monday, August 15th, I believe. And it is day 15 of the Every Bit Counts challenge. I have not been following this challenge like absolutely traditionally because I haven't been able to completely harvest and preserve something once a day. I think this will be more of a mid-August into September challenge for me because my garden tends to be kind of late. So all of my tomatoes are kind of just now turning in, you know, the past like week or so. So, and they're still not completely turned, but I do have, you know, enough out there. And maybe later I will, if I harvest some, I will take you guys along with me and show you what I'm going to do with those guys, in order to pre-preserve them for pasta sauce making and canning. So stay tuned. Hey guys, I'm going to go through and start tying these tomatoes up. I found 2 cucumbers. Those are probably the last cucumbers I'll get of the season. As I'm going through here, I'm just going to pick off these tomatoes. You can see this one has split, and I'm just going to pull these 2 as well and have them, they might ripen on the table on the porch, because I don't want to lose any tomatoes from this splitting and over ripening situation. Ew, something is eating this. That is so annoying. Guess that's gonna go to the chickens. I wonder what it is. Is it still in there? I don't know. That's so sad when they look so perfect. So I'm gonna pull all of these 2, and then I'm gonna start tying them up. I mostly need to tie up the romas, and as you can see, I have a stake that's completely sideways, and I have another one over here that has fallen down. So I need to put in some support stakes, and that's it. That's what I'm gonna do today. Okay, I just wanted to show this to you guys. This is reality of gardening in Ohio, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Most people that I've talked to have this and get it. This is blight. It comes from the ground, and it mostly happens when the ground is wet for longer periods of time, aka getting lots of rain, which we have been. And you want to cut off all of the affected leaves or stems, whatever gets affected. This is kind of a lost cause because this one's literally on the ground, but you want to get all of these away from the plant because, as you can see, it's crunchy and it will just kill your plant. So I'm also going through here and pulling all of this off on these affected plants, which are aka like my whole garden is basically affected. Our cucumbers get this, and I don't even know, almost everything we grow. And that's as good as I'm gonna do this guy. Ew, that one's super.
Ew! The noise! It's so gross.
It is gross.
No.
Okay, I just got out of the shower. So Ashlyn and I tied up the tomatoes and we were getting ready to till up the garden. We rounded up the rabbit manure and then we spread it out on the garden. We were getting ready to till up an area to put my fall crop in, and Michael called us over and he was like, hey, the neighbor has some plants in his garden that are overgrown and they're done with it, which they usually do this. They plant like, they stagger. They plant like 2 gardens and they'll stagger, and they are usually done with the first garden like really by, you know, what is this, August, by like August, you know, early September. So this is everything that we got. I have a bunch of peppers, a ton of jalapenos, a ton of banana peppers. I think those are banana peppers. They look like it. It looked like there was 2 different varieties, like a bigger, these longer ones, and then like a bigger, down in here, there was like some bigger, fatter ones like this that are a different kind of shape. But overall, I think they're both banana peppers. And then all of this corn. I think I got like really overly excited and I should have asked them if I could come pick vegetables on Wednesday, because today I'm exhausted and I don't feel like processing all of this, and I can't wait until tomorrow because the kids have open house for school and we have an appointment to get Ashlyn's haircut. So I have to suck it up and take some ibuprofen and just process all of this. So this is the life of homesteading. Part of it is sucking it up when you don't want to do the things that you need to do and you don't really feel like it. It's like it's not that I'm not excited. I'm so excited to have all this stuff, and it was like really energizing me for a second. But as I already told you guys, I really just don't feel that great today. So I just don't feel like doing anything at this point. But I'm going to suck it up. And then underneath all of these peppers are green beans. So I'm going to go inside and clean my kitchen and get that ready to prep vegetables. I'm going to bring the peppers and green beans inside because I can wash those inside. And then I'm going to start shucking and cleaning the corn out here. And then after that, I'm going to get to processing. And I'll probably be up late tonight. So I think I might have to pour a coffee. We'll see. Okay, it's 9 o'clock. I think Ashlyn's coming behind me. It is 9 o'clock and we're just now about to start shucking all this corn. I just got done cleaning the kitchen and getting set up, and we're gonna try and raw pack and can this as soon as we can. Okay, I look a little crazy. Let me just show you what I've got going on here. So we have our first batch of corn. I've got 7 pints. That's how many I can fit in this pressure cooker. I have some water going right now because I had 8 ears left and I was out of jars. So I have 1 batch of pints in the pressure canner right now. I have another batch of pints waiting. There is 33 minutes left on the timer, so I have another batch waiting. Those will go in immediately after the pressure reduces enough that I can open the lid on this. I'm just doing 1 batch at a time, like back to back to back. So, and then I went ahead and did 5 quart jars, and so I'll do those last. But I didn't want to go out to the shed. I've already been out to the shed once, so I didn't want to go out to the shed again to get more jars. So I'm just going to go ahead and freeze these ears of corn in bags of 4 because there's 4 of us when we eat dinner. So I'm going to blanch that, throw it in this ice bath, and then I'm going to vacuum seal it and freeze it. Okay, y'all, it's 1:09 a.m. and I just got out of my second shower for the night, my last and final shower. I know it might seem like I shower a lot because I feel like I'm always saying that in these videos, but I do. I usually shower once a day. I don't always wash my hair every single day. I usually do get it wet just to like refresh it for the next day. I don't always do that, but I usually do because I usually sweat anyway outside, so I at least try to rinse that out even if I'm not washing my hair. And the next day will usually be like a hat day or like braids or something. I am waiting on my 3rd batch of pints. And then I have one batch of 5 quarts, and I will be setting an alarm and laying on the couch and waiting for them to be done. I'm so exhausted. It's not even funny. I'm not going to want to go to work when I wake up in the morning, but I'm really thankful that I just went ahead and got it over with, because tomorrow Arlo will be back and I will have a lot to do tomorrow too, when it comes to doing stuff with the kids and also preserving, because I still have this entire basket goodies from them. Let me show you guys everything that we got. I should turn on the light, but that might be enough light. They had these huge peppers that look just beautiful. I'm so excited to use these guys. Some of them had a little bit of rotting at the bottom, but as long as they're clean up top, I can salvage that. And I am taking every bit that I can take, like this little bit I can cut off, but you know, I'm taking every bit that I can take because I don't think my peppers will do too well this year. And then underneath all of this I have green beans. So tomorrow we'll be canning green beans, which I'm not too worried about because usually it's pretty quick. But that will have to be tomorrow, like evening. And then I also need to do something with these banana peppers. I kind of want to do some cowboy candy, but Michael has been, you know, talking to me for like 2 or 3 years about this jalapeno sauce that he made that he was obsessed with. So I did get a ton of jalapenos. I might indulge him and just go ahead and do it, but I really don't want to use all of these jalapenos for a sauce that I don't think we'll use. But who knows, I might like it and I might eat my words. If we have enough, I don't mind to do that. But yeah, that is the case of tonight. This is what I've ended up with so far. These are all of my pints. These are the quarts that are waiting to go, and I just have a paper towel covering them because I have some flies going on in my kitchen that I'm not too happy about, but I can't really do anything about them. Now, the only thing that I noticed is that like the liquid looks drastically reduced from how much liquid I had put in it. I don't know if I overfilled with corn or if I underfilled with water, but I mean, I filled to like probably at least right here with water, and I left about an inch headspace. So I don't know if maybe next time I should do less corn. I don't know if this is the corn like absorbing some water and blowing up a little bit, pumping up. So I hope that it, you know, isn't bad, that it's not all covered in the water. I guess we'll see. But that is, yeah, that's tonight's canning, and I had to wash these eggs. So I guess even though I told you guys that I wasn't doing the Every Bit Counts challenge every single day because I'm unable to actually harvest and can things every single day, I guess I made it today, and it's now tomorrow. So this is day, what, 15 and 16 of the Every Bit Counts challenge. And I'm gonna go lay down and let this crazy dog out. And okay, good morning everyone. I'm in my little daily driver. It should be like close to 9 o'clock, and I'm heading into work. I told my boss that I would be a couple hours late this morning, because I was up until like 3:30 last night canning that corn. So I made myself a little breakfast sandwich and I'm gonna get to work. All right, y'all, I'm back at the barn. I'm getting ready to feed the chickens. We usually just put a scoop out on the step because they pretty much forage all day, and we give them all of the garden spoils as well, so they don't really need a lot of feed. I just brought that big giant trash can of corn and corn husk out and put it in their coop. So I'll show you guys that from where we processed the corn yesterday. got their stack of corn in there. Corn and corn husks. And then I've got Ashlyn over there watering the rabbits for me. And I'm gonna get some rabbit feed, and then I'm gonna get the eggs. And then after that, Ashlyn has open house tonight. Ashlyn and Sai both do. So we are gonna have to get ready for that. I'm already pretty much ready, but Ashlyn has to get ready. And then I'm gonna tidy up a little bit in the kitchen and put my corn away and get prepared for when I come home after open house. Ashlyn has a hair appointment. Well, we both have a hair appointment to get haircuts. And then after I get home, I'm gonna have to process the green beans that we picked yesterday. So I wanted to just go to bed. I was up till 3:30 in the morning last night processing corn, but duty calls, and I really don't want to waste any of those green beans that we picked. So yeah, that's today. It's not going to be the best planned out day because we just kind of have to deal with the time that we have. This is our last really busy day before school starts on Thursday, and then the kids will be going back to their moms because they have busing at their mom's. So we have about 2 more days with them, and then it's full processing time to process all the garden stuff. So stay tuned. So we got a tiny itty bitty little fairy egg. I don't know if you can see it right there. Compared to that lighter colored one, it's really tiny. This one right here. It's so small. It's like the size of my inside of my palm. And I don't know who that would be from because to my knowledge, we don't have any new layers. And we haven't had anybody hatch any. Well, we have had a couple hens hatch some chicks, but they were not good moms, and their chicks ran away and were not kept up with. And with us working full time, it's really hard to keep them contained once they get so old. It's kind of the mom's job to keep them with the flock. So they did not survive. So that is why we ordered an incubator yesterday. But I have no idea who it would be. Guys, I'm so exhausted. I'm just gonna lay here and do nothing for the next half hour until we have to leave for open house because I am literally so tired and I have to come home and process those green beans. So I'm just gonna relax and take a break and be gentle with myself. We just got done feeding and I haven't even peeked in the garden yet, and I probably won't because it's hot outside. I don't want to melt and sweat and look gross at open house. So I'm just gonna sit here and wait for Ashlyn to be ready, and then we're gonna go and try and get back as soon as possible.